Hey fisherman, I'm back with Steven. It's been quite some time, man.
It has been a while.
And Steven, what's this you got for us here?
We're doing an update on the Cyber Dragon deck. So we got a lot of new things, some new philosophies on some stuff we use.
We getting philosophical up in here?
Philosophical, yes sir.
Alright.
Alright, you ready?
Ready, man.
Alright, so we'll start out with the Cyber Dragon package. We just play 3 of the normal one, because we play a machine dupe. I think machine dupe's killer, so. Yep, 3 normal.
Okay.
And then we have 3 core, the best starter in the deck. So, along with another really good card to play with core is Vare, because core searches your cyber spell, and Vare can chain block it. So and it's another body for free, which you're always trying to get bodies on the board with this deck. If you can get 4, you can usually win. So.
Surprised Vare doesn't have a hollow print yet.
I know Konami. We're waiting. So.
OTS Super, make it happen.
Yeah. And then we go to hers, which is another really good extender / starter. So, as we went over in the last video, we play a ton of ways to get this in the grave to get its effects. So, when it's sent to grave, you can add a Cyber Dragon, or if it is special summoned, it can be a level 5, which would come in handy for your Infinity or Pleiades plays. So, then we go to 2 Natchster, which is another really cool card, and I would play this at 3, but I dropped 1 for the Vare, and you don't really need 3 of them. So, what's cool about this is it can summon the Cyber Dragon from grave right after you summoned it. So, then for the last 2 monsters that are part of what the deck does, we play 2 Galaxy Soldier. I would definitely play this at 3 if I had 3, because sometimes you waste the first one. So if I had a third, I would definitely play it. Alright, so now we'll move to the spells. So for the spells, we'll start with the Cyber Dragon stuff. We got the Cyber Load Fusion, just 1. Don't need more than 1. It's a good card, but it's not that good. But it's definitely necessary, so I would play 1. And then the Powerhouse Fusion spell, Overload Fusion. And honestly, you could probably take this out for a third Overload Fusion if you wanted. I mean, because we have a way to get this through Predaplant, but honestly, drawing it is so great because it takes a huge step out of your OTK combo. And you can even use what you would use to get this, which is obviously Predaplant, for something else that's degenerate, which we'll go over.
Is it Needle Fiber?
No, not even close. Your opponent's going to wish it was Needle Fiber. So then, as I talked about earlier, we got the Machine Dupes. Killer card. I mean, that's a free 3 bodies right there, so gotta have it. I play 2 Rev System. Really good extender. Probably my favorite in the deck. Then we play Emergency. Got to play Emergency. So, to get your Cyber Dragon. So that's any Cyber Dragon you want from the deck. So it turns all your copies of the Cyber Dragon cards it becomes 6-ofs kind of, because you're playing, or whatever they are, +3, because you can just grab it grab it with this. So it's no brainer. I played at 3. I don't care what anybody says. And then 2 Repair Plant. So you can either grab a Cyber Dragon with that. I usually grab Galaxy Soldier or the Kaiju for that. So the Kaiju, we only play 1 because we can play 2 of these. So you're essentially playing 3 Kaijus, but you can you can use 2 copies of the Kaiju with this to grab a Cyber Dragon monster. So it works really well.
Alright.
So then, as we just mentioned, the 1 copy of the Kaiju, which is Jizakira, because it's a machine. So obviously you would want to search that with your card there. And then we play 1 trap. You could play whatever you want here. It's Overflow. I play it because it does come up, but if you have something else that you want to play and it's like a 1-of card, definitely drop this for it, because this is not essential. You don't really want to see it in your hand. I mean, it's good, but it's just, I don't know. You could definitely play something else if you had a better idea. Alright, so that's it for that stuff. Now we're going to go over the text. So, after playing Casey's bug deck all the time, I kind of refocused my thought process of how to OTK somebody.
So he's basically tired of me just summoning, Insect, Black Ranger, Ooga Booga
yeah, so we're
all
gonna
the time.
we play a ton of blow up cards, but first we'll go over the text. So Foolish Burial.
Okay.
Usually you'll do this to get either a Cyber Dragon in the grave, or you'll do it to get a Hers in the grave to use a special effect to add it to hand.
Okay.
So it's usually the only time that comes up for me. Then we play 3 Talents. So this deck is very, 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 very weak to hand traps. So Talents can help you either rip a card from your opponent's hand, draw 2, or take control of your monster. If they have a Dragoon, you can just take the Dragoon. That's like the best use for the card. So that card's not seeing that much play, but I mean, you're still going to have to deal with it if your locals is any competitive. So then we go to the back row removal, which I only play 1, Harpy's Feather Duster. Probably should play 2 other back row removal cards, maybe some
Lightning Storms.
yeah, we'll get to that, but you could play any of the Cosmic Cyclone, so you would play 3 there, but I'm just careless, so I only play 1. Alright, so now I'm going to show you my poor man's Lightning Storms. If you have Lightning Storms, you're going to play them in place of these 3 cards, because Lightning Storm can also take care of the back row. So that's the only way Lightning Storm is better than these cards, and Lightning Storm costs like 100 times as much as these cards do, so we're going with the Dark Hole, 2 of them, and then we're going with Raigeki.
I mean, I don't know, Steven. I only paid like $30 for mine.
Yeah. Well, not all of us have the pack luck, so if you're like me, unfortunately, you're not going to get any good stuff out of packs.
I pulled mine first when I got the sneak peek, and then I pulled my other 2 out just like random Walmart packs.
Yeah, so with these cards, you're mainly just going to blow up their board, and then you can just do the combo with Predaplant, Seeger, and Rampage. So that's the main concept. And then sometimes you can, what's really crazy is if you have Lightning Storms and these, and you can draw 2 blow-up cards, because they ain't once per turn, so you just pop them down, or if you open 2 Dark Holes, and also you're going to catch a lot of people slipping with the Dark Hole, because it's not played right now, but...
Now you know how I feel when I'm just over here lightning storming and kaiju slumbering people.
Exactly, yeah, for sure. So the last thing we go over for the main deck is Dragoon. So Red Eyes Fusion, and then Dark Magician and Red Eyes. The reason Dragoon is so good is because this deck is somewhat weak going first. So Dragoon can be good going first, and also, like I mentioned earlier, it's weak to hand traps. So a lot of times your opponent isn't going to shotgun their negates. And if they do, and you have 2 bodies on board, you can just make Predaplant go to Dragoon, which can be a straight up win condition against some decks. So
Where them evenly matched at, bro?
yeah, I dropped them because the Dark Hole is better.
Alright.
You can still have your battle phase.
Yeah, you can still go for the game.
And they're just as negatable. So
yeah,
in my opinion, I'm playing the Dark Hole. But evenly matched is still really good. If for some reason you don't have a $2 Dark Hole, you could play your $15 evenly matched. But
I figured you'd probably keep the evenly matched because you do lose the battle phase, but you can take care of back row as well.
It's still on the side for sure.
All right.
So still on the side because there is some weird scenarios where evenly matched would be better.
Well, I side my evenly match.
Yeah, for sure.
Because I don't want to lose the battle phase, but for them back row matchups.
I mean, losing the battle phase is all right,
yeah.
but you just got to make sure you hit them hard next turn, or they don't have a comeback. So, all right, so that's it for the main deck. Now we're gonna go over the extra deck, which there is one card I do not have, but it's super cheap, and you should definitely play that. And I will go over which one what I would play in place if I had that card. So we're gonna start with the XYZs. So we are starting with 2 Cyber Dragon Nova, which very obviously is one of the best cards in the extra deck. I don't know, there's a lot of really good cards in the extra deck. So 2 of those, 2 Infinity.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, which needs 0 explanation. It's just relinquished, it's big. And then we're playing 1 Pleiades still. So this is a really good card, but this is the card I would drop. And the card you need to play in place of this is Artifact Durandal. because that card is stupid good. It's 2 level 5s, and it's got some wonky effects that I think are more relevant in this format specifically. If you really like this, you can just drop one of the Novas. Don't drop an Infinity, because there's no reason to have 2 Novas and 1 Infinity. It just makes more sense just to have 1 Nova and 2 Infinities. So that's for that. And then the last one is Zeus. Absolutely not necessary for the deck, so if you're building this and you're trying to watch your money, don't buy that. But if you have it, it's obviously really good. So that's going to wrap it up for the XYZs, and we will go to the Lynx next. So the Lynx is pretty small. I ended up dropping the Boral Sword that I had in the last video. So 2 Seeger still, which is crucial piece to your OTK, and then an Almirage. So with the Almirage, I only use it to get a Cyber Dragon engraved, and that comes up all the time, so it's definitely a necessity. And then the Anaconda, which has 2 uses in this deck, because you can either use it for your OTK, which is the Rampage, or you can use it for Dragoon. So that wraps it up for the Lynx, and then on to the Fusions. So for the Fusions, there are, once again, some other stuff that I would run in place of some things in here. Okay. So necessity would be 2 Rampage, because sometimes you're going to get in a situation where you have to use the Cyberload Fusion, and you're going to be popping the back row on their turn. So this card's Fusion Materials, you pop back row up to the number of Fusion Materials used. So that's where the Cyberload Fusion can be really good, because you can do it on your opponent's turn, summon this, and just delete a bunch of back row. So definitely need 2 of them, because you'll have it to where you'll have to summon 1, and then you can OTK the next turn with that, with Predaplan or whatever.
Okay.
So then we have one of the best cards for Cyber Dragon right now, the Mega Fleet.
Ooh, the Mega Fleets. They look beautiful.
Yeah, it just deletes anything.
I love the secret rares.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
They look so good.
So yeah, any of the crazy OP extra deck, or not extra deck, but Link monsters.
Mega Clops.
Yeah, Mega
Avermax.
Yeah, this just deletes them all with 1 Cyber Dragon.
Fetus deletus.
This is where I would play something different though. I would take one of these out, because you're never going to need 2. And I would play the Chimera Tech Fortress, which is a Cyber Dragon and a machine that either player controls. So you can get rid of Makaba with that, you know, or you can get rid of like some of the control decks that play Inspector Border. That would just laugh at Inspector Border.
I was gonna say you're definitely feeling it after I dropped that on you. And
yeah. So it happened to me like 3 times. Casey was one of them. So definitely would play that if I had it. And then
what you call what was it? Dual Avatars. I played the Cyber Dragon engine.
For sure.
That was hilarious.
And then the last card is Dragoon. So for this deck to be competitive, I think you need Dragoon. It's just a really good backup plan. And a lot of times going first, you can end on Infinity and Dragoon, which can just be too busted. We just tested it, and I was able to do it. So, and I can do it quite a bit in testing. So definitely need Dragoon for this deck. If you're going to build this and play this competitively, don't skimp on the Dragoon. I mean, it might get banned, but I don't know. You have to run 3 bricks for it, so. And you need 2 extra deck slots, which luckily in this deck, one of the normal extra deck slots that you run in the Dragoon package, you already run for the OTK. So, I mean, you only have to run 1 extra deck slot, really, for it. So.
That's it for the extra deck?
That's it.
Where's the Needle Fiver?
Oh, we don't play that shit. Yeah, we ain't tuning. This ain't no 5D shit. So.
All right, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. Steven, it's nice to have you back on the channel, man. I mean, it's been quite some time since we've been able to hang out.
I got some other decks I'm working on, so maybe we'll see some in the future.
And he already knows I'm already working on a lot of crazy stuff.
Oh yeah, for sure.
So guys, I hope y'all, just harpoon that subscribe button. Really helps the channel out. Harpoon that like button. Harpoon Steven, not really.
Because I got the Mega Fleets on deck.
You try to harpoon this man. He's ready. He's waiting.
Yeah, we'll just hit that. You're trying to harpoon me? Negate.
And guys, link description down below to my Instagram for those who want to try to I guess, you know, keep up with the channel a little bit on there, you know, see some stuff, you know, behind the scenes, just whatever it is I decide to post and do. And yeah, comment any comments y'all have, and we'll see y'all in the next video.